You look over to Rocket's face. Twisted in fear, with breath escaping violently from his panicked lungs. Then, low booming shockwaves release from the thrones above. Arcs of energy then leap from their tips, bounding through the darkness and into the blood, sending flashes of light spilling across the platform and its statues, washing into your widened eyes. The incantations gather in their speed, their voices above becoming deeper, and your fear now flows through you as freely as the blood still in your veins. The statues begin to move, grinding upon the nothingness they sat upon, and rotating around the platform. The liquid stone within unmoving with their newfound life. The gods rotate faster and faster, with storm-like winds billowing out as their massive forms careen through the air with the sounds of guttural incantation, the music for their new dance. Faster and faster they spin, and now, as if your eyes deceive you, they do dance. Their faces moving, their arms gently swinging, and their legs stretching. Their speed so fast as it is now that you no longer perceive them moving. Their edges simply blurred as you struggle to comprehend their movement. Their arms swing upward, slowly in unison, coming down until they reach the blood, slicing through it, pulling, as the blood explodes out in between all of them like bloody cotton candy, wild and kinky, with all kinds of energy crackling and flowing through it like lightning through the clouds. And as the storm of blood and energy crackles amidst the dancing statues, Vivian and Agamoris rise once again against their will. And as the lightning of black, green, white, and red flicks through all the blood, they are puppeted into position, their hands waving in the air, before they too slam down, and their bodies bend upon one knee, the other pushed forward toward the platform. The statues follow exactly, and the blood and energy is molded down into a clay, into an orb of its own. Vivian and Agamoris' bodies dance, the statues following in their steps as they fall to the right, molding the ball of air in between their hands and shaping the orb of wiry blood beyond Mr. Grinch's begins to float within the air. And the orb of blood begins to quiver with energy. The chants continue above, and Rocket looks. No, please! See, Mr. Grinch's belly opens, his blood flying as if in water through the dance and around the bloody clay orb. You see his soul smear across the blood like a fine film, and the life leave his eyes. His blood quivers and shakes as it slowly covers the orb, gripping it in a grotesque hand. Vivian begins to weep, but her dance with Agamoris continues. And now, with even more malignant energy in their steps, the liquid stone beneath the blood begins to move violently with each step and swing of their arms, with each pounding of their feet against the solid stone. Forms begin to take shape within the platform. More statues made, all of them mirroring Agamoris and Vivian, their forms sculpted to a T. You watch as their dance shifts, their hands pulling, pushing, prodding the air. And as they do so, the statues follow, moving in tangent with theirs and forming the orb of blood into something else. Something else. They all begin to move, gripping, as they push, pull, and prod the orb, shaping it into something of a thin veil of soul and life. The chants continue above. The only one moves, puppeting your companions, the maestro of the soul. The dance continues, more methodically and far slower as the chants become lower. Each syllable an explosion. Rocket crushes a red gem within his palm, and from it you see an excess of soul energy spill onto the ground before he tosses it into the dance. The green viscous liquid spun into a taffy before slowly, as if not affected by the wind, creeping toward the veil of blood. You see movement behind it now, a shadow of a figure of some sort, now pushing against the blood made flesh. You see a hand push against it, pushing until the flesh rips, and an arm pierces into the abyss. Shaky, another hand flies through, tears, grabs the wet flesh, pulling hard from it side to side, and allowing a leg to step through on a stair now made before you. A leg pushes out. Ahead, you see a chest, arms. Before you, you see, drenched in blood, arms spread, you see a naked human man with skin pale, slightly gray in complexion. His body is covered with tattoos of necromancy, bones, and black speech. Upon his face you see many piercings through both bold and acute features. Below strong brows and a bald head, also covered with geometric tattoos. He Baldric comes up, bows. Master Melothius. Yes, that is me. Finally in my new body. Or old, I should say. You did so well, Rocket. And Rocket. And Vivian. It is so nice to see you with my own two eyes.
I don't know who you are.
I am your master. Kraldai Barum.